Someone is clinging on to your energy to make sure that you do not go towards a person, or they're trying to make sure that a person doesn't come towards you. Now, for some of you, this could be a family member, and it's whether knowingly or unknowingly, but it can be more than a family member, right? We're going to get into that. But whether knowingly or unknowingly, this family member, these family members, they are operating from a place of lack. So they are benefiting off your energy. And if you are to go towards someone, in their view, they are unable to benefit off you, what you do for them. There's also an energy, because I'm picking up some type of cult-like family dynamic, or some type of generational curse type energy, whereby, unfortunately, for some of you in your family, there's an energy of lack in regards to relationships. So seeing one get into a partnership where it's loving, where you can create a dynasty, it's almost as if whoever this person is, they're very angry, and they feel like you are, because I'm hearing someone say no, they feel like you are going to get into a partnership that will break some type of generational curse, because maybe in your family there's been a string of failed relationships, divorces, or no marriages at all. Okay, so whoever this person is, or these people are, they are in secret competition with you, and it's like they want to get something before you, and they feel like you don't deserve to get this person, this thing, and they need to make sure you don't get it. Right? For others of you, it's a family dynamic whereby it's a very controlling atmosphere. That's why I mentioned about this cult. I'm not saying it is a cult, but the structures run like a cult, whereby it's very controlled. And for someone to get out of that environment and live independently, it's seen as a crime, because maybe the family wants to demonstrate to the public that they are one way. And by someone leaving, this dynamic will shatter that illusion. There's something around that. So there's a clinging of your energy so that you don't gain something, or so that you don't go towards something. But you're walking away, you're breaking free. And the thing is, this is what these people fear, because it could be someone from work as well. Okay. With the Knight of Pentacles, it could be someone that has actively blocked your path for whatever reason. Maybe they wanted to be an option in regards to love. Maybe they wanted to keep you single for their own agenda. And I feel like some of you have removed yourself, whether you are still around these people. There's an energy of you being more independent. There's an energy of you energetically like peacing out, like, I'm here, but I don't want to be here. It's felt. Or some of you have physically removed yourself from this dynamic. And there's someone here, or there's people that want to still be relevant in your life. So they could be forcefully trying to reach out to you, because they're operating off control. They're operating off blocking, for their own agenda. And by you getting away or escaping, is what I'm hearing, means that they have nothing to control. They have nothing to fixate on. So it's like they're trying to track you down, and they will use charm to lure you, but it's designed to keep you codependent and not independent, and you're not accepting their advances. Maybe in the past you were open to their generosity, supposed generosity, but they have noticed that they can't reach you the way that they used to reach you before, and they're panicking, because in their head, who are you giving your energy to? Who are you giving your attention to? You have expanded, you have moved away. They cannot access you. This is the Temperance card, which rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules the ninth house, which is about higher learning, travel. So they feel like you've moved away, you've traveled away. Some of you have gone to another country, gone to some type of higher learning facility. You've definitely removed yourself, and they feel like you have changed. You're different. Maybe they wanted you to believe that you needed them in order to survive in this world. You needed them. And that's the thing with this controlling person. They were given to you so that you become codependent, right? And they try to brainwash you into thinking that without them, you will never be a success at work. You will never be able to look after yourself if it's in a family dynamic. They try to restructure your mind, is what I'm hearing. Program you. Thank you, Spirit. To make you believe that their care was a form of love, but it was actively a form of control, trying to bind you. Because if you love someone, you set them free. Okay? Love liberates. Hashtag Maya Angelou. Okay? Jess Puckett says it all the time. And she always references Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou was indeed an Aries. Aries are very free-spirited. You know, they are the leaders and of the zodiac. And they're very independent. So this person doesn't want you. Whoever, there's people here, right? Could be up to 10 people for some of you or more. But there's people here, because I'm hearing for some of you, the 10 people could actually be, it could be 5 people in the physical and 5 people in the spiritual that are championing you on to change, to move, to get away from these people. And these could be ancestors, right? But there's 5 people in the physical that are trying to bind you, that you need to get away from. Because ever since you've been around these people, you have gained a lot of lack. A lack in your career, not expanding, public disgrace in some cases, a fall from grace, scandal, ruined reputation, or you nearly gained some type of ruined reputation, or it came with a lot of toxicity. You are losing as opposed to gaining from being around these people, whether that is financially or physically, like how you are seen. This is my MC card, right? Which rules visibility, which rules how one is seen in the public. And for some of you, whoever this person is, they try to block you from climbing up your career ladder. And you could possibly be taking a step back and seeing this. When you were in the midst of this actual situation, you didn't want to face this. And whoever they're trying to block you from, this is what they fear, okay? So if it's a family dynamic, they fear that you will fall in love with someone. And if this family has been benefiting off you giving to them, then they feel like once you meet someone, you're going to want to give to that person. So they're trying to have a reign over your pockets and over your, you know, your actions, what you spend your money on, who you spend your time with, right? If it's another person, then this individual is fearful that you're going to meet a business partner who you get on with, who you are on the same page as. And then that may mean that you will flourish in your chosen career. Or for some of you, it could actively be someone at work that doesn't want you to move on without them because they got heavy control issues, heavy obsessive issues. They could possibly have romantic feelings for you, and they know deep down that you don't have the same feelings for them, but they don't want to face those feelings. So they want to keep you at their side so that you don't move forward, because what they fear is this. And again, it could be a family member who just fears that you're going to get the 2 of Cups and they're going to be left behind. So they're trying to slow you down. They want to keep you single, is what I'm picking up. And Spirit is saying that this is not going to happen. They've tried to block you and end situations in your life. And how they've done it is by being in the King of Swords energy. So through sabotage, you know, making you feel like you cannot achieve your dreams, making you feel like there's no potential suitors out there for you, or you need to stay with them to save more money, when in fact you're losing money because they're draining your life force, which is making you not live up to your best potential. They're stressing you out. You can't even rest. But you're waking up now. You're waking up to the truth of the matter and how serious this actual situation is, and you're breaking free. You're breaking free, and you're wanting to reclaim back your power, because they try to strip you from your power and they're clinging on to this energy. You know, I feel like for some of you, they could be trying to text you just to keep in touch, because they are losing power. And if you go out, you may find that they're energetically aligned with you, so they know that you're out and about, so they may text you or they bump into you suddenly. Like, it's very dominating energy here. Or they may reach out and call you. You're constantly on their mind, and it's like they want you to lose confidence within yourself, but you're overcoming some type of depression or anxiety that they put on you. And they wanted to keep you in the Eight of Swords, again, for control. They wanted you to be mentally bound, mentally restricted. And if this did happen, you're breaking free from it. These individuals thrive off control. You're coming out of feeling anxious and paranoid, and they can sense this shift within you. You possibly may not be returning their calls, or if you are answering their messages, it's one word. It's very closed answers. You're not open. It's like you may not even know you're operating in this way, but it's like Spirit is guiding you to keep a distance, to have boundaries, because they will be trying to come in with offers of help, you know, gifting you things, giving information that you didn't even ask for. Like, it's a forceful energy trying to access your energy, trying to break down your boundaries. They're going to try and find out what you've been up to. You know, this person's very smart, so they will connect the dots to what you've been getting up to, because right now they don't know anything about your life. All they know in their mind is that they got to get access into your life, because when they were present in your life, that's when they were able to, I'm hearing, manifest off you, manifest your failures, and also keep you binded and keep you trapped, keep you at a low state and keep you blocked and keep you controlled. And because you're distancing yourself, or you have, it's like they're scrambling, like, I need to know. Because once they get an inkling to what's going on, again, in their head, you're moving towards, and that could be the fear. They could fear that you are actually dating someone that, for some of you, they're rivaling, or someone that they want, or someone that they feel like you don't deserve. There's something of that sort, but they believe that the only way they can know, and the only way that they can control the outcome, is by gaining that access to you. So it's clear as to what to do. Limit your access. Some of you are like, I can't, like, I have to see these people all the time, right? Still create boundaries. Keep things short. Don't explain about your private life, who you're dating, who you fancy, nothing like that. Because whatever you do, when you talk about these things, this is a type of person that will hone in on whatever you've told them, and then they will make a story out of it, and they're able to detect your next actions. And they're very strategic, they're very smart, they're very intelligent, but they can't operate off nothing if they're not giving any information. And that's why they are desperate. They want you to come out of your Queen of Swords energy, and they want to make sure that you don't gain your blessings. They don't want you to go towards an emperor like individual, or they don't want you to be an emperor, you know, whether you're female or male. They want things to stagnate for you. Maybe you've told them something and you've noticed that things have stalled. That's happened to me before, you know. Knowingly, like in the past, like this person's whatever, right? And you're running your mouth and then you realize, oh my God. And then something happens and you're like, oh, it's because I told them. You know, when you, sometimes you forget in it, but it's about remembering. You talk about things that you shouldn't be talking about to a certain person, and then something doesn't work out for you because you've spoken about it to the wrong person. If you need to speak about it, whatever it is, talk to your journal, talk to a trusted family member or a trusted family friend, because Spirit is saying you do have family members that you can trust, but there's specific ones that don't have your best interests at heart. Because every time you speak to this person or these people, there's a decline in your success, there's a decline in your love life, you know, and you may be thinking to yourself, what's going on? How come there's a stagnation? How come there's a blockage? You know, it's because you spoke to the wrong person, and they've manifested blockages in these areas. They hone in, they fixate, they obsess about what's coming towards you, and they send energy out to block it. And the only way that you can block them from trying to block you is not by telling them anything about you, and not by telling them, this is a very serious energy right here. You need to do some type of cord cutting here, or some type of spiritual bath. And you definitely need to keep a distance from this person and not move forward, because their whole aim is for you not to move forward, or for someone not to move forward towards you. And they don't know, for some of you, that they're operating in this energy. For some of you, they do know that they're operating in this energy. And that's what's even more sinister. But for some of you, they don't know that they're sending out this energy. And Spirit is saying to alchemize this energy. How you can alchemize this energy is by being incognito. And also working through your fears and knowing that this person is not more powerful than you. This person is not God. This person does not dictate the outcome to your life. But they can alter and you know, delay. But what is yours will always be yours. But you don't want it to be hard along the way by telling the wrong person about what you want to achieve. So this person is in deep fear. They're in deep fear that you are going to manifest the great outcome that you desire, that you deserve. You know, they are scared of your power. That's one thing I will say. They are scared of your power, and they know that you have the power to achieve whatever you set out to achieve. And that's why they stoop to underhanded means by sending out energy, because they know that in the physical they can't stop you, they can't slow you down. So if they manipulate energy behind the scenes, it gives them a boost to know, yeah, well, I defeated you anyway, so you can't get what, you know. It's that type of energy. So Spirit is saying be incognito, meaning do not let them know about your whereabouts. Limit your calls, limit your conversations, and work on yourself in the background. Pour into yourself, pour into your talents, your hobbies, your creativity, your healing, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And take care of your well-being, and don't give up on whatever it is that you want to do, because you are deserving of the best that life has to offer, regardless if these people feel like you deserve it or not. But the only way you're going to hinder yourself is by telling these people about your plans and your goals. But you're going to come on top in this situation. When Jupiter goes into Leo, that might be a auspicious time for you, or during Leo season. I'm hearing whatever you want to gain is going to be yours. And even when you do gain what you want, don't tell this person, do not, or these people. Let them keep guessing while you stay winning. Take care of yourself. Peace out.